Content warning. War, injury, death.
Welcome to the Rue Papers.
Beatrice, are you down here?
Here, at the back.
What are you doing back here?
Searching the shelves. Do you know there's more down here than books and papers? There's all kinds of little objects. I found these weird stone heads. Look. And a whole selection of maps. Look, there's a China doll.
I always found those a bit creepy.
It's a haunted basement at the centre of a terrifying story of the dead coming back to life, Robin. It's all creepy. Even my biro is creepy now. Talking of which, look, a Relio typewriter.
Leave it alone. It'll probably start typing itself in your blood or something. Are you looking for something?
There was a music box down here that made me forget things. And now I'm wondering what the hell else is down here. What's wrong? Why are you down here? Are we friends again?
I honestly don't know. I've been a dick.
Especially to that girl Diana. What was that about?
Spite, malevolence, boredom, wanting something to happen, I don't know. I could say a voice spoke to me and wanted me to get her down here, but that's not true. It was just me.
That's worrying.
I know. And I know I need to talk to you. I bought coffee.
A suitable bribe? What's wrong?
Okay, well... okay. Right. Have you noticed... Have you noticed I haven't been myself lately?
No shit!
No, I mean really, really not myself.
Oh.
I'm losing time. I wake up and I have no idea where I've been and what I've been doing. I woke up covered in mud last night. My voice does not feel like mine. And I have these thoughts. I don't know where they come from.
What thoughts? You can tell me.
I just don't want to. I don't want to put words to what I see in my head. Something's happening to me, B. I mean, I literally can't. I open my mouth to talk and the wrong things come out.
The same thing happened to Elena.
And what did she do?
She told a story.
Oh. I found a story. It literally fell on my hand in the attic. I haven't opened it yet, but I'm guessing it's important. That's how you find things. You want to know, isn't it? These stories just come to you. Well, this one came to me. Here.
Okay, well, that does seem to be how it works. So, what do we have? Let me just start Oh, I am recording. It's practically default action now. I just do it automatically and then forget it's on. Let me see. It's a diary from World War I, and it's...
Aren't you going to read it?
I think it wants you to read it.
February 1916. I am woken again by the sound of shelling. Not the ones landing now, the ones I remember. One can't always tell the difference between disasters then and the ones in front of you. My ears still ring, my hands clutch a barrel of my rifle tight, my blood-drenched bayonet fades from sight as I clamber awake, clutching a saturated blanket. Someone wrapped me up, I don't know who, calmed me to sleep. Who was that? Calmed me as my mother once did. Where are you now? In silence I see my brothers, my division divided by an evil I could not have ever dreamed inside my mother's home. I see my brothers breaking and broken, spread across our dank new home. I remember many games of rummy I would lose, but the friendships I would win. They beat me too in courage. I see them go over against their fear, never to return except their bloody parts, and tears decorating my unused bayonet. What will happen to me? Executed for my cowardice? No. Mother, no. I will prove I can follow my brothers onto the deathly plain they call no man's land, and give myself for them, my country. For you, Mother. I hope I ignite your pride. Good night. March 1916. A new regiment has joined our endeavour. New faces, yet the same. Fresh company is welcome, as were the biscuits and tea. One gentleman has shown kindness and humour to me more than the others. He seems familiar. A smile, extra potato, teasing my often silent discourse. I can't keep up with the other lads. The velocity of their wit strangles my willingness to participate, yet he unties the knot with a spare smoke, or remark at the sky above. Often cloud blankets the darkness, but when the moon shines, he is sure to be there to share it with me. Henry is his name. Tall, pleasant, strangely unnerved by this purgatory we inhabit. I may have been court-martialed by now, or worse, if I hadn't been so taken by Henry's intrepidity. Mother, I went over, proved to them all, including myself, I am not the scamp, derelict, black sheep. I joined my brothers into the mist. I'm still here. My injuries have been minor, grazes and endless fatigue, to name some. Henry and his troops are moving on, I believe. Not before I won at rummy, for the first time. He lost well. He paused, dragged his cig, and told a joke. Why is a dog like a tree? Because they both lose their bark when they're dead. My unexpected outburst of laughter, indistinguishable from our surroundings, was disciplined to silence. I haven't laughed like that for a long time. Corporal dutifully quashed my hysteria. I hope to see you soon, Henry. Till then. Good night, Mother. 14th of July, 1916. I found Henry again, or he found me. A German was heading directly for my chest with his dagger, but there he was. I hadn't seen him for months. The moment flashed before me. I knew this was my fate. I'd been lucky enough, God knows. I thought of you, Mother. I said goodbye. But the German and his bloodshot eyes laid on the floor. His neck squeezed by another soldier. The German pleaded with me without saying a word. His spirit drained from him before me, and I stood as still as ice. The soldier's hands shook me. I looked up and saw Henry. We ran, quick as hares in enemy sights. Luck gracing us again, guiding us through the smoke back to the British trench. I could see Henry had been torn to shreds by barbed wire, and that's when I felt a pinch on my left arm. I'd fallen several times, but it appeared a bullet had caught me finally. I hadn't even noticed. The blood made it look worse than it was in truth, but when I saw the wound, it stung. We are now to be transferred for recuperation. At least I leave guilt-free, Mother. I hope you are looking out of your back window onto the field, spotting those early morning hares in peace. May peace be ours, Mum. Good night for now. 25th July, 1916. We find ourselves now in Latuke, a Red Cross hospital. We could wave across the channel to you from here, Mother. The sea brings calm in moments, moments which draw me soon to the thought of the fragility of life. And here we are throwing china across a marble floor, and why? Really, we must protect this life, however fragile, however fleeting. Yet can we even swim from this current? Oceans of power colliding, carrying us in its tides inevitable. I don't want to die here, Mother. Life has given me many chances. Any last chance, I know, now belongs to Henry. Mind you, I still won't let him win at rummy. I'm latching onto his winning streak, at least. I speak of you, Mother, with much joy, of course, our small life in the village, our charmed life. But my inferiority swallows me when I hear the world of Henry's experience. He shares much of the world I had no idea existed. I feel insignificant to question if he has really travelled so far and wide to know such things, understand such things. He seems extremely taken by electricity and urges me to agree we observe a very crude route this natural phenomenon has taken. He said it connects us all, provides a path to all life. He talks of biology and the cells within our body holding the gateway to the primordial code of life, a route to the soul. I did question him about the term gateway, of course showing a student's willingness to learn, and he speaks of cellular consciousness and the ability to travel into the great unknown. Give a willing soul and the careful administration of electricity, resonance, biology, we can certainly encroach on the thrones of the gods. He lost me at Cambodian Kamok rituals, in truth, but I believe his endeavour to reach into the unknown comes from an admirable place, an eagerness to harness an understanding of this peculiar life. He seems older than his years. He speaks of his many investments in botany and animal research facilities, but also institutions housing those working in what he calls galvanism. I thought this talk was just for novels of fantasy, but he talks with experience. I feel it. So what is he? A scientist, historian, philosopher? Maybe all. A warm gentleman with a fierce commitment to those he calls friends. I suppose I am that now. I am pleased to be in his company. I've asked him to come to see us in Doncaster, Mother, after this mess. He didn't quite accept in the moment, and maybe when back to normality he will be across the earth, discovering life, changing this world somehow. But I can hope, and I can hope I have the opportunity of introducing you both one day. Tea is being served on the ward now, and I certainly don't want to miss out on today's biscuit supply. I'll need my nourishment for yet another game of cards. Good night, Mother. August 1916. The hospital was taken. We had to escape. I'm not sure how many made it. Under Henry's wing, we are still in the world. Just the pair of us now, silently furtive. Finding barn after barn, abandoned workhouses, we found refuge in a boulangerie. Any scrap of bread left was mould-ridden. We moved on, moving and moving. Henry's becoming more silent, but more determined as we travel further and further. Untracked, he assures me, catching my skittish fears and resting them as he does. We are in civilian clothing, taken from home to home. My trousers are too large, but I have found a rope to tie around my waist. My new hat, however, fits perfectly. It takes me back to home and the fields, a sense of normality I protect with my life. Who'd have thought our every familiarity, our daily ways would come that of fantasy, a fantasy of necessity, anything to survive. Where are we heading now? I'd ask Henry, but every glance is met with a layer of calculation I dare not interrupt. We aren't playing cards often at all. It used to bring a comforting ignorance to this hell, but this hell is growing louder, wider. He says we are going higher. Up, up we go, then, Mother. Where else is there? Sleep tight, as ever. August 1916. I assume we're still in August, but I can't be certain. Mother. Surprise is minimizing my response to finding a collective of Henry's colleagues, still based within an institute he has a connection with. The building wasn't glorified with signage or instruction, but who would see it up here? I see rock after rock and very little civilization on the way, a grey, cold, solitary building standing firmly within its thick walls. Henry was greeted by several men. They were waiting like they knew he was coming. Older in appearance, but a similar stoicism to how I've come to know Henry of late. They shook hands with him, one by one, but each in a peculiar way. I'd say this was militant, but I feel this was religious. Maybe. Not losing eye contact. You taught me, Mother, eyes are the gateway to the soul. I don't know what souls these men inhabit. If their garb was closer to a cowl, I'd assume their pious intentions, but they are all very well suited in wool tweed, intentions unknown. They feed us with meat, potatoes, and red wine. Oh, my Lord alive! I had to refrain from finishing my first mouthfuls like a farm animal. The flavour, Mother. The wine drew me to a heady abandon of senses which I had to fight, for in the company of these patient, considered gentlemen. Henry had always allowed a generous share of any food resources we found, and yet he ate as respectfully as anyone there. How? I ask myself, given the journey we have endured. This thought almost pushed my body to convulse with more food in my stomach than the last 2 weeks altogether. I was not going to embarrass Henry. I slowed and tried to adopt the manner of the room. The red wine was like rich honey, Mother. I remained silent as they spoke. They discussed much, but in many languages. The red wine and the fire behind me weighed on my eyelids. I succeeded in not throwing up my dinner over the table, but I did not want to fall asleep either. My plate was collected. The men left together with Henry to one room, while I was guided upstairs to this grand palatial room by the house butler. I slept deeply, but was awoken by a heavy vibration under the floor. I shot out of bed and reached the corridor to find the vibration was everywhere. I could hear animated voices downstairs. I'm sure I hear wailing, but the vibration is repetitive with it. What was this? I followed it. I couldn't source where the men were gathered, locked door after locked door, an empty drawing room, a dark kitchen. Another large door opened into a huge library. A ladder reaching into the gods of this place. So many books. The moonlight shone onto an area of shelves like a piece of art. Wisdom waits for willing participants, or so the image sung. I walk into the light when a creak reaches across the floor. It's Henry. I hadn't noticed, but the vibrations have stopped. I tried to ask him what was happening, but he urged me to rest. We arrived upstairs in silence. We sat on the bed and played rummy for the first time in weeks. And for the first time since playing with Henry, I lost. He won. I owe him that. He saw I was tired and wrapped me in my bedclothes. That sense of familiarity again. He poured a delicious red wine and said, "Sleep, George. May you sleep well." I'm drifting off, Mother, and I wanted to write this before heavy fear grips. Where am I? What is this place? I need to sleep now for a long time, Mother. What a journey. Good night, my sweet mother. 18th September 1916. Hello there, Mother. Clearly you haven't read a word of my journey so far, as all of my little words are still here in my little book. Such a big journey for such few pages. Well, the biggest adventure. Running from death. Aren't we all, Mother? Yes, didn't I lose at cards today? Dear, oh dear. Are you still proud of me, my sweet, sweet mummy? Well, pride will only eat you in the end, Mother. This is why we keep moving, chasing from such fruitless, incurable maladies. Didn't you know this? I guess not. Maybe it will be your pride or some misguided, undistinguished love that will end you too. Today I saved him. Yes, today I gave my life, my soul for him. I descended into the blackness, a void I will never understand. At least going over the top, I have my companions, my fellow countrymen at my side. The sun somewhere above. Not this. This endless nothing. What a lovely war, my George. I would say sorry, my old friend, my companion, but you have sacrificed yourself in the most holy way. So I only say thank you to you. The work can continue. It must. Thanks to you, my brother, nestled eternally in the blackest of wilderness. Goodbye. And to you, Mother, see you soon. Yours, Henry Ellington.
Am I? Is this right? He took him. Henry took George's body.
It would appear so, yes.
Oh my God. He tricked him. The whole time. He saved his life, but he didn't. He waited for the most opportune moment. They can still live and live on, hunting for more. And this building, is it real? Or something they created in his imagination? And an Ellington to add to the list. Henry? Now how could he take George? The cards? Did he take his soul in a game of cards? There were rumours of a personification of death gambling for souls in the trenches. But to take over a body like that with no ritual? Or maybe the cards were the ritual. Odd the mention of electricity, like Frankenstein.
Please listen.
Funny how fiction keeps turning up.
You're not listening to me. This story wasn't about you, Beatrice. This is about me. I think it's happening to me. I think something inside me is taking me over bit by bit, and I'm so scared, B. I don't know what to do. Tell me what to do. You knew, didn't you?
I suspected. I didn't want to say anything in case saying it made it happen. I hoped I could find a way to make it stop.
Make what stop?
The night of the ritual. We thought we'd banished them, but I think Thomas took advantage of the confusion to
put his soul in my body. How long have you known?
You had a scratch on your cheek the day after. It looked old, like it had been there a while. Later, I read a description of Thomas. He had a mark on his cheek that looked like a scratch. Some physical traits remained for a while in the new body.
You didn't think to tell me.
I wasn't sure. And what could we have done? What difference would it have made?
I would have known, B. You can't keep all those secrets to yourself. You have to tell people the things that are happening to them.
You're right. You're right. I don't know why I keep these things quiet. I go to tell you and then I get stopped. It doesn't feel right.
I wish I could tell you that was a supernatural force, but I'm afraid it's just your own stubbornness.
What?
You've always been used to doing things on your own, haven't you? Your job, your home, saving your friends from a potential possession by supernatural entities. In the end, of course, all that "I'll do it myself" gumption just means you stand all on your own in the end.
Thomas.
Useful for us, of course. And you know, we're really quite proud of you. You've done so well and achieved so much in such a short time. Usually the one in your role is dead by now.
Get out of Robin.
Interesting. You understand your voice is powerful, but you're not sure how to use it. Do you know, for a moment there, I almost obeyed you? But no, I shan't leave him. He's useful. But I will keep quiet and let him run things for now. But in a moment of weakness, and he has so many of those, I may take charge. Keep going, Beatrice. For the moment, our goals are exactly the same.
What does that mean?
It happened again. It happened again, didn't it? What did he say?
That he'll leave you alone. For now. And that I'm doing exactly what he needs me to do.
And that is what, exactly?
I have no idea.
Okay, lots to think about. I'm going to go get drunk. Possibly. Go for a run. Run. What am I talking about? I don't run. Maybe I should start... God. Maybe I should start up boxing or tarot card reading or something to keep this horrific and apparently immortal soul within me distracted.
Just don't stop playing cards.
That's not funny, B. That's not funny at all.
It was a little bit funny. Okay. Mary? Mary! You're the one that told me to carry on reading the stories. Want to tell me why you and Thomas Ellington basically want the same thing? Or for that matter, how long have you known the Ellingtons can just basically take a soul? Mary? Mary! Bugger this, I'm going to go and yell at Rose. Almost there. She's almost there, Jackie. I'll get you back. I swore I'd get you back. I don't care how. Just a little longer. Thank you for listening to the Rue Papers. Created by Emma Butler. Written by Emma Butler and Michael Dixon. Performed by Emma Butler and Michael Dixon. Remember, listener, some stories should not be told. And somehow the stories are getting mixed up. They're all in the wrong order. I'm not supposed to know some of these things.